Can you actually have some fun and generate revenue and just love life? Well, we're going to talk about something that I created years ago here on the Morning Coach community channel called the Intelligent Life Design Ascension Model. I've been teaching this for about 12 years, having a lot of fun. And I had the studio set up today to go ahead and do some teaching. So I thought, let's just get this out to YouTube, give you a different way of thinking, kind of look into my world, how for really the past 17 years, I've been living a real free life of doing what I want when I want, and said, heck, let's go ahead and show you what I do. Well, one of those ways is obviously this concept called intelligent life design, which is using your intellect, ILD we call it, to design your life. And you take your professional expertise that you've had over the years and start to apply it using different platforms. And this is not about social media. This is not about TikTok or Tiki or any of that stuff. This is about really utilizing your expertise and being able to monetize it and allowing you freedom. So one of the things we teach is this here on the Quilla is the ascension model. You can kind of see that I've got it set up, and this is what I work with a lot of my professional experts, is to get them to understand this concept. And basically what it is we draw an ascension model, and this is what we would call a customer journey kind of map, where we've got a free level that you can see down here, and that's things that we're doing for free so that people can get to know us, like us, and trust us, so then they will start to climb and start to spend some money with us and get some value. Remember what I teach. It's probably, you might not have heard this, but in case you haven't, when you start breaking down numbers, if you have 500 people spending $2,000 a year with you, okay? 500 people spending $2,000 a year, and we can even take that further. 500 people spending $166 a month with you in products and services or something of value, that's a $1 million business, okay? You are not gonna have to eat at McDonald's, okay? Let's just take this down to 250 people. Okay, now we got a $500,000 business. Most people we have found that most people between $5,000, $15,000 a month can live a very great life. So let's take it even one more step. Let's go down to 125, and you've got a $250,000 business, right? So only 125 people working with you, building, getting products and service from you can be a $250,000 business. And what's great about it, things I teach, are that you can actually build them residually based on the experience that you've had and the knowledge that you've created over the years. Now, obviously, I've done 4,600 podcasts, for the past 17 years, coaching every day, and I've built a huge base of people. But it can work if you just would take a 2 to 5 year plan and say, okay, I'm going to solidify my expertise and I'm going to put it out in the marketplace, right? And I'm going to start to find my 125 instead of saying, okay, I'm going to go find 1 million people, right? And I'm going to go do this social media stuff and I'm going to go find tons and tons of people and tons of to get into my business. That's not what it's about. But there are some harsh realities that we need to discuss. So we do know that 500 people at $2,000 a year and spend $166 a month is a $1 million business. Okay? Very simple math. It works. Everybody can find 500 people over time if you are willing to invest in building your expertise and get your value out there. Now, as we do that, what we do is we start to put free resources out there. For example, like this. Why am I doing this? Well, you get to know me, like me, and trust me, right? If you want to get to know more about me, you go over to MorningCoach.com. I don't even sell. Why don't I sell? Because I show and I give. And then people that are value-oriented say, hey, I want to learn more, right? And so they join my programs. Very simple. So I'm doing free stuff. Now, the harsh reality is that down here, when you're putting free content out, most people aren't going to value it. Almost 99%, and this is a harsh reality that you got to understand, you got to get a thick skin, they don't care. They're going to watch your stuff. They're going to leave negative comments. They're going to, they're not going to take any action. And that's okay because 1% is going to believe in you, okay? 1%. And like I said, that 1%, if you have 100 people, that's one person. So they're going to buy your book for $30. I have 4 books, right? I have all these different businesses. Or they're going to subscribe for $100 to your program. Or they're going to get into your masterminds, or they're going to get into the higher level programs. And the idea is to create an ascension model for your best people as long as you're giving them value. If you're just out there selling to sell, right, then nobody's going to go with you. Like my clients have been with me 17 years. Because I'm consistently providing value. And I know that 99% of the people that are watching this video or on my YouTube channel are not going to participate. And I'm okay with that. Even if you take one thing away from this and go, wow, this is a different way to live, I am happy with that. Because that's how I build my business. I'm okay. Back in 2009, I went paid with my podcast, way before Apple. Apple last year decided to do paid podcast. I've been doing it since 2009. Apple started doing it last year. I had 13,000 people in a free website back then, okay, just to tell you. And what happened was, right here at this $30 level, 1,231 people came with me. Changed my life. Changed my life. You can do the math. $30, 1,231 people. That was back in 2009. Okay? So that was my base that I built on. And they started there with me, and then other people have gone into different things. I've got Inner Circle and different programs. But my point is, that was actually a 10% conversion. That was actually really good. I don't expect that. Like, I expect 1%. But the idea is to be putting free resources out there and growing and developing relationships. Now, there's things like TikTok now that I'm doing, which I've never done, YouTube, which I never did. I've never done any of this. But these resources allow you to connect with people if you have the right mentality and understand when you're building this type of model that, number one, sometimes the market doesn't value you. Unfortunately, there are people that out there who are watching this video right now and they're going, JB, you suck. I don't like you. They're clicking off the video. They're saying this is a bunch of BS. It's okay. I can handle it, right? But a lot of people can't when you're just getting started. It's hard, those comments, those negative things. It's challenging. I get it. I'm somebody that's produced a lot of content over the years. So you got to get used to that. I mean, you got to realize that the negatives are going to come when you put yourself out there. But if you believe in what you have, you put it out to the market, and if the market accepts it, then you're going to want to bring some ascension to this progress, right? If the market doesn't accept it, and a lot of times it won't, you've got to fail fast, realize it's not about you. The market's a really weird thing. You could have the best invention ever, bring it to the market, and they're like, we don't want it, right? It just is the way it is. And you could have the worst invention ever, like the pet rock back in the 70s, and people will buy it. It's the market, it's not you. It doesn't mean you need to fold up. It just means that you should be on a 2 to 5 year plan, and you should be searching for the content that people enjoy. Okay? I know on this YouTube channel is where I'm presenting this. Most of the people are coming for reviews, like this Aura Ring and this thing that this Whoop that I'm doing, and the device. I got a table somebody sent me. I have fun with that, right? But it's not my business. A lot of people say, what's your business, Jimmy? This is my business. Okay? I have a nice, awesome business. And it's because of the people that I've worked with and because I give them value on a daily basis and I show up in their lives, right? So you got to figure out what it is for you that you can do, that you actually will enjoy, something that you would do for 2 to 5 years, something that you would do without making money. I don't make a lot of money on YouTube. In fact, I show you the back end. I think I'm down to $400 or $500 in ad revenue. But again, it's not about that. It's about finding that 1 out of 100 that says, hey, JB, this is pretty cool. I want to work with you. I'm going to go over to MorningCoach.com and check it out. And knowing that 1,000 people can watch this video and maybe 10 who actually have interest. With that knowledge, then I can build a 2 to 5 year plan, realizing that eventually I'll have 125 people paying $166 a month, or in that range, because it averages out, right? $2,000 a year, and that's $250,000 in revenue. So I don't have to worry about the numbers. I don't have to worry about Facebook and Twitter and building all that stuff. I just got to continue to put value into the world and make sure that I've got enough of a journey set up that people will go through the journey with me. And it's a great way to live. If you enjoy producing content, or if you have a knowledge base that you can share with the world. The thing is that you've just got to be patient for it to work. And if you're willing to be patient and work on it day by day, it is a totally different way to live. And it's what we call the ILD lifestyle. All right. So thanks for watching. I just want to share. Studio was set up. A lot of stuff coming. More videos. Hopefully you did like it. If you did, click the thumbs up. That helps. Love to hear from you down below in the comments. I always say this to the community, and I read the comments. So let me know what you're thinking. Did this get you thinking differently about the way that you're doing things? And maybe there's a way that you could do something on the side, okay? And this is the key. You got your job. Maybe you can do something on the side that starts to generate this revenue and going, okay, what could I do to produce that somebody would pay me $2,000 a year? And how do I find 125 people that are going to work with me over the next 2 to 5 years? And now I've got $250,000 residual business coming in. Just think about that. Love to hear your thoughts. Want to find out more about us? Just go to morningcoach.com. But we're having fun growing this channel, and I hope you're having fun with this energy because I am. All right, I love you. Go have a great day. Until the next video, get out there and have some fun. Hey, thanks for watching to the end here. All you got to do now is there's a couple videos here. You can click up here to subscribe or watch the next video. My content goes all over the place. I do YouTube totally wrong, but we have fun, and it's all about the energy, and I appreciate you hitting that subscribe or watching another video here on our Morning Coach YouTube channel. All right, thanks so much.